without further ado, we're back.
We're back.
We're all the way back, and the Spurs are back. All right, so we're going to start off. We're going to go through the divisions, make our picks, and then we'll get into worst to first, some hot takes, and then some spreads. Here we go. AFC East.
Oh, this is the tough one. Do we buy into the Jets hype?
I'd still take the Bills first.
Bills did
Yeah,
not.
I would still go with the Bills to take this one. The Jets could be pretty promising this year. Obviously, with the addition of Aaron Rodgers, that really helps out their quarterback situation. And I mean, they got a lot of talent coming back this year too, plus some additions that they made over the offseason. But I mean, this is still the Bills' division to lose.
I think the Jets probably make the playoffs from a wild card spot, but the Bills will win. And if the Bills don't really make a run this year, I could see a lot of changes happening there. I could see Diggs requesting out, and just a lot of people are going to be frustrated. So it's kind of a make or break year. My bad, Jackson. Go ahead.
It felt like they just really kind of petered out at the end of last season. I mean, they should have fucking lost to Miami in that playoff game. I forget who was even playing quarterback.
Oh, for Miami, yeah.
Yeah, and then they just didn't even look like they deserved to be on the field with Cincinnati.
Yeah, no takers on the Patriots.
Not at all.
So we all got the Patriots coming in last.
Oh yeah,
the Dolphins will make some noise if Tua stays on the field. People forget how good they were before.
I think that's the problem, though, is there's just no reliability there with him.
I think this one will be tight. I think all three of those teams could have between like 10 and 12 wins.
Yeah, I mean, it could be one of those divisions where, I mean, I think two would make it, and one is really close to the last wild card spot, but I think my order would be Bills, Jets, Dolphins, Pats. All right, moving on. The West.
Chalk this one up.
Yep.
Chiefs?
Yeah, there ain't gonna be any kind of shakeup in this division.
I've been on the Chargers for so long, and they just let me down.
Yeah, I mean, not unless Patrick Mahomes blows his ACL and Travis Kelce blows his too. Apparently, he hyperextended
did
today.
Yeah, he got hurt today. My sleeper pick in this division's the Raiders. I think the Raiders finish above both Denver and Los Angeles.
I think so. Oh yeah, Jimmy G, man.
Josh Jacobs, you still got Devontae there. Got Max Crosby on defense, I think.
I believe Josh Jacobs is still there.
Josh Jacobs is still there.
I can't believe he is.
He led the league in rushing last year.
He really sounded like he wanted out of that town.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I don't have, even with Sean Payton, I don't. Russell Wilson's he's past his best days.
There could be a couple wild card teams in this division.
Possibly. But yeah, obviously the Chiefs win it. I honestly got the Raiders coming in second though, and kind of a shocker roll.
I mean, Denver can't be any worse. If they can just put up just a few points, that defense is nasty.
Yeah. All right. The South.
Ew.
Yeah, this is a bad division. I think the Jags take it this year though. They took it. They snuck it out at the end of last year, right?
Yeah, I think the Jags should have this one locked up early.
Yeah,
right.
Unless the Richardson kid lives up to the hype.
I mean, both of the Texans and the Colts are going to have some growing pains with rookie quarterbacks. And And I wouldn't be surprised if by the end of the year the Titans just go full blown Malik Willis, because I think we've kind of learned there's a ceiling on where Tannehill can take you.
Yeah, I mean, with Indianapolis, it's like, how much of a contribution is Jonathan Taylor going to be?
I don't know. He's on the what is it, the PUP list?
Yeah.
So that's what, 4 weeks at least he's not playing.
Yeah, I don't think he's gonna play.
Yeah, I don't know. And they don't have. I was looking at it earlier because I've had drafts the past 3 nights, but they don't have a ton at receiver. The Colts don't.
Pittman will be good if Richardson pans out, but
Yeah.
I think he could have a rough first year.
The Texans will probably finish last again, and then it'll probably be close, second and third with Tennessee and Indy.
But yeah, Jacksonville should win this one pretty easily.
Big one.
The biggest one. Best division in football.
Yep. I'll let you guys go first.
It is a toss-up. Obviously, you want to say Cincinnati, but surely they're going to slip up eventually.
Somebody said that, I forget what show I saw it on, but this division, you could put them in any order in predictions, and like any order you put them in is like a fair
and I've seen,
because it's just so wide open.
I've seen every single order possible.
Yeah. I mean, one guarantee that I can give you is the Browns won't win it, just because they don't win the division ever. As much as it pains me to say, but I don't know.
This division's whoever stays healthy at the end. At the end of it, that's all.
If I had to pick an order today, gun to my head, Bengals win it. The Steelers fucking find some way to finish second. I'd go probably Browns third, and I think they're good. It sounds like the Ravens' offense is more going to be focusing on Lamar passing the ball, which I don't know if that's something that he's really going to thrive in. I mean, they have weapons now with Flowers and Odell, but Odell's injury prone, and he's also coming off of his second ACL.
Bateman will be good.
Yeah, but I don't know. I think that's how it shakes out.
I'm scared Lamar's going to have a big bounce back year.
Maybe.
Now that all that contract shit's behind him.
Maybe not. Maybe he got his money and he'll settle.
I don't know. Like, it's fair to say that there's a good chance that every North team will split with each other. That seems like that's how it usually goes anyway.
Yeah.
Like I said, there really could be 4 double-digit win teams in this division. It's going to be very, very slim margin to who wins.
Yep. All right. This is your division, Josh.
Yep, sure is. I mean, obviously, I think the Eagles are going to run it back. Dallas finishes second, Giants third, Washington fourth.
This division sneakily is getting good.
Yeah, I mean, if you look at it, how it was, 2 years ago, I think there was, one team, the Eagles won the division, and they were like 9-8.
Yeah, this used to be
years ago, this whole division was just absolutely terrible. And then
it was the NFC least. That's what they called it.
Yeah, and now it's the NFC beast. I mean, they had 3 playoff teams last season.
Yeah, I would.
Yeah, I'm a little confused as to what the hell that is going on in Dallas, especially after they picked up Trey Lance. I mean, are they just going ahead and planning on Dak getting injured 3 games into the season?
I mean, he's a third string. I think that's more of a future development pick for them. But honestly, talent-wise, and I know on paper doesn't always matter, but I think with some of the losses that Philly had on defense, I think that Dallas overtakes them.
Who'd we lose?
I thought you lost Gardner Johnson.
That's it. And
He was
TJ, a linebacker.
Gardner Johnson was big, though.
That's one guy.
Lost their starting guard.
Yeah, we lost his starting guard, 35 years old. I think we're doing just fine without him.
But no, I'm taking the Cowboys. Eagles still make the playoffs.
And my big division parlay that is never ever going to hit. I did take Dallas as well.
Go ahead and take them.
Who do the Eagles have this week?
Patriots.
It's always a cupcake schedule for the Eagles.
Yeah, it is.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Cupcake schedule this year.
Wait till you see the.
We're playing Kansas City. We're playing Buffalo. We're playing San Francisco.
Yeah, Patrick Mahomes won't play. Josh Allen will be be 50%.
All right.
I can't wait.
My favorite thing I've heard all off season though is Ron Rivera talking about Sam Howell, and he's like, "Man, I never knew how damn good this kid was." It's like, buddy, he's been like, have you not been at practice since he's been in the league?
I have heard good things about this Howell kid. I've been targeting Terry McLaurin in fantasy leagues. I think he's going to have a big year.
Yeah, I still think that they probably finish in last. But I don't know. The Giants, I just don't like. I just don't like their football team, to be honest.
I refuse to believe Daniel Jones is good.
And Saquon's bound to get hurt.
Pissed I had to take him fucking first today, but
yeah, I don't know. All right, well, moving on.
Money. He turned down a contract with higher money, and then was offered a lesser contract.
This one's pretty easy for me.
Stinker. Who cares about anybody but San Francisco?
I go San Fran, Seattle, LA, Arizona, and last. Because Arizona's clearly tanking.
Yeah.
Is Stafford good to play?
Yeah. He said something though where like he can't relate to like the young guys on his team, and he's having like a really hard time connecting with them because he goes in the locker room and they're just like glued to their phones. So I don't think that it's going to be like Super Bowl Rams.
Sounds like Cup is going to deal with his hamstring all year too.
Yeah, so that's another factor, but just another mediocre year for them.
Yeah, I think it could be a couple teams competing for.
Is Purdy the number one guy in San Francisco now?
Yeah. And then Sam Darnold's QB2.
Oh, I forgot they got Darnold. That's right.
Yeah, that's what got Trey Lance shipped out of town. All right, this is kind of a stink division. I honestly would take the Saints.
I like the Saints as well.
With their defense, and Derek Carr's a little bit of an upgrade.
Yeah, he got something to prove too.
And I mean, it's just the Derek Carr special is like be good enough to sneak into the playoffs and then lose first round. So that's probably the ceiling on this division. I'd take the Falcons second. I hope Baker plays good. He probably won't, but I'd still take them third. And what's like a development year for Bryce Young. They'll probably still finish last in the division, but I think he'll be good if they can keep him healthy. He'll be good moving forward. They're not going to be good this year.
Yeah, the only team with a legitimate quarterback should win this division.
Right. And then this one is fucking. You know what? I haven't really thought about this one too much, but I'm taking the Lions. Fuck it.
I like them too, but it is the fucking Lions. I'm scared they'll find a way to fuck it up.
I don't love that they got rid of Jamal Williams.
Yeah, but they brought in who? Montgomery?
Yeah, I mean, I just feel like he was like a big personality and part of like
Mm-hmm.
the makeup and chemistry of that team. Which
Yeah,
I
I
don't
don't
know.
know.
Maybe I'm wrong. I don't think the Packers are obviously going to take a step back. Jordan Love's not going to go out there his first year and just fucking light it up.
I don't
And
know. Kirk.
The Bears are the Bears. Justin Fields will throw for 100, run for 200, and they'll lose by.
Yeah, you got Kirk. Can't forget about the fucking regular season warrior, Kirk Cousins. He's gonna fucking win 11 or 12 games somehow.
Yeah, so I'd go Lions, Vikings, Packers, Bears. That'd be my top.
Yeah,
Let's see.
it'll be a toss up between Detroit and Minnesota.
All right, so here we go. Most likely to go from last in their division last season to first this season.
I think this one's pretty easy, and it's New York.
Yeah, I'd say probably the Jets. I mean, statistically, the Falcons. The Falcons finished what, one game out of first place?
Oh yeah,
In a stinky division though, and I think the Saints got a lot better than the Falcons did.
I don't think I ever
Yeah.
watched Desmond Ritter play a snap. I have
He's
no
not good.
clue what
He's
to
not good.
expect from there.
I caught a couple of games on Red Zone, like popping in and out, but I don't see much from him. I don't know. Like the Jets are like the most obvious pick, but the most obvious pick I feel like is usually not the right pick.
I know
Yeah,
you wanna.
especially with the North going to be as tough as it is, or I'm sorry, the East.
Yeah.
I mean, you got to get past the Bills if you want to win that.
I mean, most likely I picked them to finish. Yeah, no, it's probably the Jets.
I know you want to say Cleveland, but
No,
I don't know. I don't think we're gonna get the Deshaun Watson of a few years ago back.
he doesn't even need to be that though. If he's like 10 to 15th best quarterback, we're 10-7. You know, like if
No, yeah,
Stefanski gets his head out of his ass and gives the ball to Nick Chubb,
you guys gotta be able to fucking stop somebody.
I think our defense is going to be a lot better too.
Who do you guys have? Cincinnati.
Cincy week 1, Burrow is maybe playing. I don't know why they're doing like the smoke screens. Like, oh, he's back at practice, but it's still day to day. I don't know, but
I
yeah,
thought he
I
was
guess
Cleveland.
I haven't heard that he's like officially playing week 1. When they've interviewed Zach Taylor, it's kind of been like up in the air.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I guess
I
Jets
mean,
are
I think
the
take
most
some
obvious here.
Chance needs to take some advice from Joe. Joe seems to know everything about Cleveland Browns and how their team should
Jesus,
operate.
Jesus.
Yeah, he thinks they should have kept Cade York. Only Cade York defender I've ever seen in my entire life. All right, this was an interesting one too. This is the odds for offensive rookie of the year. Any picks here?
Yeah, I got to say Bajan. I mean, I was
I
all for picking him up, and I mean, obviously that didn't happen, but I mean, especially rookie running backs, they come into the league and they kind of tear it up.
I think there's good value with Jahmyr Gibbs.
Yeah.
Bijan is clearly should win it, but at only plus 275, I don't know if I would actually get on that.
I'm not looking at it from a betting standpoint. I'm looking at it more of a
Yeah, just straight up, who should?
bias
From
shot's gonna win.
a
He
betting
should.
perspective, who won it last year? Was it Garrett Wilson?
I think so. Yeah.
Dude,
Yes.
take a flyer on JSN.
Yeah, Gino's gonna sling it around. He might. He could have
And
a pretty
he's
good
got to
year.
be fresh. I mean, he barely touched the field for Ohio State last year.
That is an interesting one. I didn't know. Quarterbacks usually don't win this award, do they? I thought this was always
No,
like a
no.
receiver running back award.
The one year that Baker almost won it, they gave it to Saquon.
Yeah,
So
that'll be an interesting one to monitor, though. Yeah, because I mean, Robinson's probably going to get the wheels ran off of him this year.
yeah. All right. Hot takes. Should be fun.
No defensive rookie of the year.
And nobody cares.
I care. Get the Chargers winning.
Who are you taking?
I said Jalen Carter's winning that shit.
Yeah, I can't believe he
Philly
fucking
Dogs.
fell. He fell to Philadelphia. Fucking stupid.
Philly Dogs, man.
So we're just going overall hot takes, nothing specific.
Nothing specific. It's wide open because the season hasn't even started.
Let's see here. I obviously a little bit of bias here. Maybe maybe even not a hot take with the way the analysts are picking it, but Kenny Pickett will be in the Pro Bowl this year. That's a personal guarantee.
But are you saying like he straight up makes the Pro Bowl, or he gets like a fraudulent substitute?
No, straight up, Kenny Pickett's a Pro Bowler this year.
God, that's not even. That's just stupid.
Straight up Pro Bowler. I mean, I don't care if he's a sub or whatever. He's making a Pro Bowl. I've seen enough. Everything out of camp, dude.
Dude, I'm just telling you.
He's the guy. I told you
Fall
guys
in
he was
love
the
during
guy.
camp.
I told you guys he was the guy. And it breaks Browns fans' hearts that we go from Big Ben and just don't even miss a beat and just find this diamond in the rough. I understand it's a tough pill to swallow, but no, Kenny's the real deal.
It's really, if you think that the reason that you guys won games at the end of last year was because of Kenny Pickett throwing for like 100 yards and maybe a touchdown.
He got better every game. That's all that mattered last year. Full off season.
He was winning games with 13 points. I think that's more on the defense than him.
Full off season prep. He never got any off season work as a starter. It was clear cut Trubisky. Full off season prep. Got the reps with Pickens, Deontay. It's going to be.
Deontay sucks.
Deontay's going to have a big bounce back here.
He's going to drop a lot of balls.
Anytime touchdown Sunday against San Francisco is my favorite bet of the week.
Is there an anytime drop prop? Because I would take that.
Balls. He do be dropping balls. That's okay.
So one of my hot takes is that the Bills Super Bowl window is already closed.
Yeah, I was not impressed with them the entire second half of last year.
And I kind of wish Port was here to respond to that because I know that would fucking fire him up.
Yeah, I agree too. I mean, especially how hot the Chiefs have been, plus Cincinnati. I mean, it's that ship for Buffalo's kind of sailed already.
The AFC's it's just too good, and Josh Allen just makes, as great as he can be, he just makes too many bad mistakes.
I think he just tries too hard.
Yeah, good teams just make you pay for that.
All right. I'm going to say the Eagles' defensive line records 60 sacks this season.
How many did they have last year?
60?
I think they had 58 last season.
What's the NFL record?
I think it's 59 or 62. It was the Bears. I had it.
My hot take is that
70,
somehow.
but the Bears had an 84.
Damn.
The Eagles had 70 last year.
It's possible.
So I guess it's not really a hot take. They had 70 last year. All right, I'm going to say
70 last year?
this year.
Doesn't even fucking make sense.
They had,
70?
I think, 6 guys with 10 sacks.
Damn.
Like Hassan Reddick, Fletcher Cox, Brandon Graham, Javon Hargrave, Josh Sweat, each had 10 sacks.
I guess that's not that crazy. TJ Watt should have had fucking 23 in 1 year, and they didn't fucking take it all away. Bullshit.
So, yeah, I think they're going to repeat with 70.
Okay.
I'll counter that hot take, and I will bet the Pittsburgh Steelers finish with more.
You think the Steelers are going to take the record?
I think they'll finish with more sacks than the Eagles will.
All right.
Tim?
Another one that I had is that somehow, some way, going into the playoffs, Sam Darnold will be the starter for the 49ers.
I could see the Purdy train coming to a halt pretty quick.
Yeah, Purdy will tear his UCL in Philadelphia again.
Jesus, it's not even about injury. It's just,
yeah, I think that might have just been like a little good luck streak there with, Mr. Irrelevant, rookie quarterback coming in late in the season and just tearing it up. I think that might have just been a hot streak. I don't think it's going to continue that much longer.
and the tape's out now.
Yeah, I mean, he's not a franchise guy.
No.
I mean, maybe they did catch lightning in a bottle with him. I mean, like with Tom Brady. I mean, Brady wasn't supposed to be as nearly as good as he ever turned out to be, but I mean, maybe Purdy does end up like that. I mean, you never know who it's going to be.
Yeah, I mean, at the end of the day, we're all just guessing.
He's going to have a rough fucking week 1, I can tell you that much.
Yeah.
And then, Jackson, you're going to hate this one. This is my last one. Justin Fields finishes top 5 in MVP voting.
Nope. The hype train is very real for Justin Fields. Buying it at all.
Because he's good.
I think it happens. I think Justin Fields is getting better. I think the whole Bears organization is getting better.
I love that it's just with him. It's not like let's protect the quarterback. Let's be a pocket passer. They just fucking full blow. Whatever you can do to get it done. So I drafted him in 2 of my fantasy leagues. I think he's going to be a fantasy beast this year.
They're going to finish last in their division.
That's very possible, but that doesn't mean that it's top 5. You could be a very, very good candidate even on a bad team. All right, we'll move on from hot takes. Oh, this is the one this is just for Amato if he's watching somewhere. The Browns cut Cade Dork after he missed 50% of his kicks in the preseason.
And have since re-signed him, right?
No, he signed somebody else's practice squad.
Oh, I thought he went back to Cleveland.
No, they offered him the practice squad, but he went with somebody else's practice squad.
We'll see what Hopkins can do. It's tough kicking up on that fucking lake.
Right, but I mean, Cade York he just clearly didn't have it in the NFL.
Nothing would make me happier than just seeing Hopkins come out for his first 40-yarder and fucking shank it.
Dude, it's just the people
Nothing would make me happier.
the people turn on kickers missing in Cleveland so quickly. That's like everywhere though, but it's like
That was one of the craziest things about Boswell. He was so good for his first few years in the league, and then had that one year that he just fucking fell apart.
and now everybody hates him.
No, he ended up bouncing back the next year, but like most teams that have a bad a year as he had, you get cut. But they stuck with him through it though, and he's been one of the best kickers in the league the last few years.
Yeah. There was and this might have been the last hurrah for Cade York, but it was during one of the preseason games. He made a kick in the first half, shared the clip from the locker room on his Instagram during halftime, and then fucking shanked the game winner. Like he can't make it up.
That was the same game he had the quote after. He said I don't know why people are worried about me kicking in the games. He's like, I don't miss a single kick in practice. Dude, that's the fucking dumbest shit I've ever heard.
One of the Browns reporters said that there was a practice this summer where he didn't make a kick for like a half hour. So
I don't know, man. It's Cleveland.
it could be.
It's
All right,
cursed. That's all there is to it.
we're gonna get into the games. All right, to kick off the year, we got the Lions at the Chiefs. Kelsey not playing is actually, if he doesn't play, it's going to be a huge factor.
So it's at Kansas City.
Yep.
I don't know who Patrick Mahomes is going to throw it to, but said the same thing last year. And
Yeah, it doesn't matter. Doesn't matter.
I think this game's going to matter a lot more to Detroit. They're the ones that are coming out and have something to prove. I definitely would take the 6.5.
I'll take them to cover. I don't think I would touch the money line though.
Also, for the first game of the season, the 54.5, that seems a little much. I like the under on that one as well.
It'd be
Especially,
what 28 each.
Yeah, if Travis Kelce's out, I really like the under.
Gee, Stevens keeps getting booted out. Yeah, I like the Chiefs to win, Lions to cover. Let's start off the year with a winning bet, please.
I just need a banger of a game. That's all I care about.
Yeah.
College football was nice, but it's so annoying watching just kids do dumb shit.
Yeah. Clemson got smoked last night. Stevens, you got to pick on this one?
Yeah, they did.
Oh, Chiefs.
You got Chiefs
Yeah.
6.5 without Kelsey?
Maybe not cover.
That's what we said. I think the consensus was Lions cover, Chiefs win.
Yeah.
I don't know. Old Jackie Dogs might have to make an appearance again this year and just go ahead and ride Lions money line. See if we can fucking start hot.
Here he goes.
See if we start hot.
Turn.
All right. So the early games on Sunday, right when everybody's getting over their hangover. First one.
I won't bet on them. Two.
I'm waiting for the butt.
The Pittsburgh Steelers are going to win that fucking football game if you want to make some money.
It helps a lot that they're at home.
Shout out Colton McKivitz, UL grad.
I think that
TJ Watt's about to have a field day.
One of the locks of the week. One of the locks of the week has to be San Fran.
You're fucking insane.
There's no way
Wait,
they
does
win that game by at least a field goal. I mean, there's absolutely no way.
do you know this is we got a fully healthy TJ Watt and Alex Highsmith against
You guys
Brock
don't score
fucking Purdy.
points though.
We did you not watch any of the preseason drives? Any of them?
Preseason, you're not facing the
Preseason
49ers defense that goes to at
yes,
least the NFC Championship every year.
they're facing number ones. I don't care. 5 for 5 with 5 touchdowns.
And that's almost as many as he threw in 10 regular season games last year.
Yeah, his rookie year that he didn't even have a full training camp as a starter.
We'll see.
21-17 Pittsburgh. Take it to the fucking bank.
Do you give Deshaun that benefit of the doubt then, that he didn't have a full training camp last year as the starter?
Deshaun Watson's played however fucking many years in the NFL.
New system with a new team.
I don't care. He's
Okay. All right. Well, you're just showing your bias. That's all I'm saying.
and this the dude sucked in the preseason too. I got no reason to be excited about Deshaun Watson.
He looked pretty good.
Jesus Christ, he looked good.
We watched
Did
that
he-
one. We watched
did
that
the
one on
Browns-
the couch in Nashville.
Yes, and they didn't score
That's
a point.
because Chubb wasn't playing, dude. We had a fucking midget who got cut that we gave it to on 4th down. All right,
ain't buying it.
moving on. Carolina, Atlanta. I'm not touching it. Don't care.
Don't care.
Houston at
Baltimore.
That's a huge spread. But I also don't know.
Too many points for the first week.
It is,
Yeah.
but I don't know what the fuck Houston is going to look like. I have no idea. CJ Stroud's probably going to struggle a lot, especially the first half of the season. But that's a lot. I'm not touching it. Cincy at Cleveland.
Looks like.
All right, Jackson. You know what? Fair enough. We're both taking our teams as 2.5 point dogs.
That line tells me Joe Burrow. I felt like it'd be like a 4.5 point spread if he was for sure playing, but
Even when he plays, though, I mean, he's beat us one time in 6 games.
yeah,
it's just one of the games the Browns show up for every year is at home against Cincy.
Stevens is the one not biased person here. What do you think?
Yeah, and in all honesty, I'd probably take the Browns.
Let's fucking go.
I mean, like
just
Tim
never
said,
stops.
Burrow's against Cleveland. It's just not there. And this is pretty much the one game that Cleveland shows up for. I mean, there's always something that just seems to be riding on Cleveland's side when they play the Bengals. But, I mean, like we said earlier, it wouldn't be any surprise if all of the division games get split.
Right. I'm not saying that we win both against them this year, but
I can definitely see this one being Cleveland, and then in a couple of months when Cleveland goes to Cincinnati, I see the Bengals taking that one.
yeah, and Cincy always seems to, kind of heat up towards the end of the year. That's kind of been their thing.
Start off real slow.
Right. And Cleveland, the past couple of years, I mean, last year we didn't start great, but when we do start hot, we don't finish hot. So, all right, moving on. Tampa Bay at Minnesota. 6. I kind of like the Bucks to cover that. I don't like them to win, but you guys still there?
Yeah, I'm here.
Yeah, I think Minnesota can cover. When their offense is firing, it really is firing, and I just don't know how, what Tampa Bay's offense is going to produce this year.
I think it's going to be a long year for old Bake.
Could be. And we got Arizona at Washington. Also, this is the first week, so spreads are like we don't know what these teams are, what they're gonna look like regular season. So unless you got money to burn, please be smart.
Is Josh Dobbs starting for Arizona?
I believe that is what they're doing. It was gonna be Colt McCoy, but I think they either cut him or moved him further back on the depth chart. But in
That
my
team's got one.
in my survivor, I took Washington, and that's just a win though. I'm not taking them 7 points.
Yeah, that team's got one thing on their mind, and it's Caleb Williams.
Yup. All right, Tennessee at New Orleans. Don't care.
There's some real stinker games this first week.
Yeah, might be value in Tennessee money line. They like to win stupid games like that.
Yeah, it's tough to say what New Orleans is going to look like. They could take a few games to get it going.
And then we got Jacksonville at Indy. Jacksonville 4.5 point favorites. We got Jackie
Should see.
Dog's appearance.
Not with a rookie quarterback and no Jonathan Taylor. I really thought this spread would be more.
Yeah. All right. Late Sunday. Rams at Seahawks.
Thinkers in this one too. Wouldn't touch that one.
Nope. Seahawks should win. Philly at New England. I would take Philly all day.
3.5, yeah, probably.
Yeah.
I'm not a
Yep.
Mac Jones guy
Philly
whatsoever.
to win and cover.
Yeah.
3.5 very low for that game.
Kind of disrespectful.
I mean,
I don't
Philly's
know
offense was practically unchanged.
I don't know
Yeah.
what people see in fucking Mac Jones. I don't get it.
I don't get it either.
Patriots still get a Belichick bias, and it's stupid.
Yep.
All right, Las Vegas at Denver. Don't bet on it because then you have to watch it, and nobody wants to watch that.
Wes Cook.
I would take the Raiders if I had to, though.
Yeah, I'd also take the Raiders.
Green Bay at Chicago. Chicago's actually favored.
Oh, yeah, big Jackie Dogs game. I don't think it's going to be great.
Beginning of the Jordan Love era, going to take off already.
Yeah, I like Jordan Love to come out and outplay Justin Fields.
Oh no. Give me the Bears.
The
Bears.
Go. It doesn't matter what happens. Chicago doesn't beat Green Bay. I don't fucking care who's playing quarterback.
All right. Dolphins at Chargers. Chargers are 3-point favorites.
Probably a decent game.
There's value in Dolphins money line.
Probably.
Like I said, it's week 1. I'm not going heavy on betting just because you don't know until you know.
I love Justin Herbert, but I just don't. I've got burned by the Chargers too many times.
Yeah. All right. Sunday night football. Of course, they always give this fucking Cowboys team the most primetime games for whatever reason. I think they'll win. I don't know if I love 3.5.
I like the Giants.
Yeah, I do.
In New York,
I just don't know
Cowboys
where.
Don't win road division games.
I don't know where
the Commanders.
Where are the Giants' points coming from? Is my question for this season.
Daniel Jones fucking running for 150 a game.
Yeah.
Best rushing fucking quarterback in the league.
Maybe. Give me the boys though.
This one should be a toss-up. It should be a good game.
And this should be a banger to end out the week.
Yeah. Let's go. Give me the fucking Jets.
Jets 2.5 point dogs at home. Start
Aaron
of
Rodgers
the Aaron
statement
Rodgers
game.
era.
Aaron Rodgers statement game.
Yep.
Like I said,
He's gonna take a big old ayahuasca the night before, and
Bills windows closed.
he
Garrett Wilson is going to continue off of winning Rookie of the Year, now with an elite quarterback. And I think they not only cover, but they win.
That place is going to be crazy. There's nothing like it.
Sauce Gardner 2 interceptions.
This is the biggest hope for Jets fans since like 2009. It's like the Mark Sanchez prime years.
Yep.
All right, that'll do it for this week. Do we have anything else? Jackson, where are the Spurs at in the table? Are we second?
I think second or third.
Second, tied for second behind Man City with Liverpool, West Ham, and Arsenal.
No game this week on international break, but next week we are fucking back.
Sheffield, that's another W.
Should be. I know Liverpool's coming up. That'll be a good one.
Next three are Sheffield, Arsenal, and Liverpool. So
the North
two
London
big ones.
Derby. The fucking Arsenal game is going to be insane. Biggest rivalry in the Premier League.
So we got that to look forward to. Football season's back.
Fucking back.
Hopefully, we have some more solid picks as we learn some stuff. Watching some football this week.
College football is nice, but it's not the same.
No, it's not. When you have teams that lose 70-0, it can't be the same.
What'd you think of the McCord kid?
It wasn't great, but I will remind you that when CJ first started playing, everybody thought that he fucking sucked too, and he ended up being the number 2 pick in the draft.
I thought he fucking sucked the entire time he was there.
Well, you're one of very few.
Never won a big game.
Also waited until the college football playoffs last year to start using his legs.
Yeah.
Never won a big game. Just beat up on the shit turds.
Well,
there's a hot take for you. Ohio State's finishing third in the Big Ten East.
Behind who?
Michigan and Penn State.
Nah.
The Alaw kid for Penn State's a fucking stud. He's the best quarterback in that conference.
Yeah, my brother played him in high school. He's really good, but I don't know. That game always turns into a fucking slugfest that Ohio State somehow wins by like 3 to 6 points.
I think Michigan's just gonna fucking thump them again.
Very possible. Speaking of Michigan, that was the one of the most pathetic things I've ever seen. Did you see the first play of the game, that formation that they got in, and they all put the 4s up?
Yeah,
dude, like he didn't die.
For a self-imposed suspension.
Yeah, dude, like it's everything about that program just pisses me off.
But yeah, I mean, Ohio State, should have some good challenges coming up with Youngstown State and whatever the fuck it is, Case Western or someone fucking stupid.
Okay, what do you not see like who the big teams played this week?
And I don't know, it's why fucking college football sucks. I can't wait for it. I can't
well,
wait for
the
it. The
problem is they don't give them a preseason,
conference.
so they have to build in those games. That's going to be when McCord gets his confidence and starts to heat up.
This is the last season of meaningful regular season college football anyway.
Yeah, and once that playoff expands, Ohio State might never miss a playoffs.
We'll see. There's going to end up being one super conference, and it's just going to be a minor league NFL, basically.
Seems like the Big Ten's heading that way.
We'll see. Kind of knew NIL was going to fuck everything up, but
we got Oregon, we got USC coming, we got UCLA. There was one more team I can't remember.
Wasn't it Washington?
Washington. Not that those are all huge programs, but
Nah.
Oregon and USC is pretty big.
It's insane how big these conferences are getting now.
Right. Like there's going to be
In the
teams
Big Ten.
from California in the Big Ten.
There's going to be a lot of schools get kicked to the fucking curb with this whole thing.
Yep.
There's never going to be able to compete again.
It's the way she goes. All right, boys.
We'll see.
It's been real.
I wanna play.